When the kids are counting sheep, when the kids go to sleep, dreams and memories. When the kids go to sleep.
Aw, that's a beautiful intro. I like that better than the other one they did.
That is fun.
Because they were getting a lot of comments like, oh, it's too rambunctious, I think. But I am rambunctious in nature.
I mean, Shay is
I am the epitome of rambunctious. Why have I been doing that today? I'm sorry.
What was that? Like a pig's snort?
I was going to go for my patented velociraptor.
Oh.
But yeah, that's a good intro. I like that. Good job, DJ.
Nice work.
DJ at the brain of making an intro song for the same.
What?
They've made a lot of intros for people. Their page looks good. I wonder who designed their page.
So weird. So weird.
I'm not weird. You married me. If you knew I was this weird, do you think I'm weird? Did you think I would be this weird when we dated?
Yeah, you.
I wasn't.
Were.
I think I'm weirder now than when we dated, because that's one thing we didn't really talk about in our little We did a little bit.
Our relationship series.
Our relationship talks, but when you're dating, you're always putting on like your very best self. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like your true self. You don't.
Forward.
Yeah, you don't let out all your like. Yeah, I have a bedwetting problem also. That doesn't usually come up on the first date. I have 7
warts on my foot.
Yeah. When me and Mommy Tart first got married, she had this giant patch of warts on the bottom of her feet.
Let's not talk about my warts.
And I would try to look at them, and she'd be like, "Nah, don't look at them." Yeah, they just disappeared one day. They just literally, what happened? They just got up and left. I had them
forever, and I was like, "This is so disgusting." And I tried burning them off. They never went away. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Yeah. Why are we talking about this?
They were disgusting. All right, well, welcome to our podcast, When the Kids Go to Sleep. WTKGTS.
Welcome.
Doing it once again. I think this is episode 11.
Is
Raphael, is this episode 11?
Cool. We have 11 episodes?
It is episode something.
Where is missing episode 4, though? That's a lot of the comments. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, episode 4 is on iTunes. We didn't get video for that one.
We did do episode 4. We just did not have a camera with us.
Yeah, we're going to do video for everyone. I think the goal is we're going to release 2 a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. What is our schedule, Patricia? I don't know what our schedule is.
Twice a week.
We'll do twice a week.
Days.
And they're going to be on YouTube on our channel When the Kids Go to Sleep, and then you can also download them for free. Usually the day after. We'll get them up on iTunes the day after they're available to watch on YouTube. So you can choose how you want to listen to the podcast. Yes. All right, so we are super freaking busy. We are just getting ready to head out of town to Florida to go to
let's just rewind a sec. We've got Callie, my sister, in town.
Yes.
And then her and us will actually fly out the same day. She's going back to Idaho. And then we're going to Florida.
Right.
And then as soon as we get back, like the day we get back,
my mom's coming to town to cook a turkey. Gobble, gobble.
She's going to come help cook. And then his dad's coming and brother. And then we're going to have the whole family plus a lot of the maker crowd at our house for Thanksgiving.
I figure we'll have probably about 30 personas in our La Casa.
There will be more there.
You think? Seriously? Well, with the freaking Ninos, there's like at least 7 ankle biters going to be running around.
Yeah. 8.
8? No, 7. Who's 8?
9.
9?
Yes.
Where are these children coming from?
Well,
right, those
we've
children.
got extra people coming.
There's so many children. Who's replenishing the earth? Don't they know we have enough?
No, we don't.
Kidding. That's right.
We don't have enough.
That was a current conversation in the recent general conference.
What?
Nothing. All right. So today on the show, we are talking about holidays, Thanksgiving, and Christmas traditions. Don't forget the Tweak Shoe and Shay Dart's calendar still available. Link below.
That's very traditional.
So our first Christmas together, we actually had the first Christmas that we were married. We had our first baby. We had our Suntard. And we were just trying to decide if Santa put Christmas presents out. Because he was 22 days old.
Yeah, it was like not even a month old.
We had him December 3rd, and then so he was 22 days old. And I'm almost positive Santa Claus put stuff out. Because I'm sure Santa Claus would have been super excited to put out presents on Suntard's very first Christmas.
I'm sure he would have.
Yes.
And if we would have vlogged it, we would know right now.
Why do we vlog everything?
I don't know. I got a comment on one of my videos the other day. It was like, So I'm confused why the song, because like our theme song says he's been vlogging for 2 years, he's on to 3. And they're like, how come the song says 3 years, but the kids are older than that? And I'm like, hello. We didn't vlog our whole life.
We haven't been vlogging forever. YouTube was only invented 6 years ago.
I thought it was just funny.
Okay, so we have a couple things. There was Sheartard and actually Stalkertard. These two homies have reminded me about a story that I tweeted once. I tweeted once, remind me to tell you about the time I met Elder Uchtdorf right before I had breakfast with Sean Penn.
Oh, yeah.
So I told him this might be a good opportunity to tell that story.
Yes.
And then I thought last night if I should tell this story, maybe I shouldn't tell it because maybe Sean Penn doesn't want people to know that I had breakfast with him.
Maybe he's like, you're a weirdo. I will never have breakfast with you again.
I'll just tell the story and then hopefully I'll ask for forgiveness later if I get in trouble for it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I have
It's not a big deal.
yeah, you just always wonder about things like that. But I have a buddy who is super talented. He just called me actually. He's coming out here to LA. We're going to film some stuff together. Ed Bassmaster.
So funny.
Probably you know him
Hilarious.
from like his pranks. Denise shows some stuff.
He has
Would
tons
you
of
look at
characters. He does
that?
a lot of different characters
Would
that
you
are
look at it?
hilarious.
Would you look at that? So Ed Bassmaster is this YouTuber that I've known for probably about 4 years. I met him, the very first time I ever met him was in Philadelphia, right in the middle of the cheesesteak capital of the world, right in between Pat's and Gino's. If you know Philadelphia and cheesesteak, there's these two restaurants that compete who has the best cheesesteak.
Is that for Rhett and Link?
Right.
something?
Rhett and Link were doing a campaign for Alka-Seltzer at the time, and we were in Philadelphia at YouTube, which was put on by a YouTuber named Pipistrello, and it was basically a gathering of YouTubers in Philadelphia. So they called it Yo Philadelphia, YouTube. Get it?
That's so
Well, it was-
crazy. That was forever.
I know, that was forever ago. So then I was hanging out with Charles Trippy, and he's like, hey, these two dudes, Rhett and Link, they're doing this campaign with Alka-Seltzer. They want us to shoot. You want to go over and do it? And I was like, sure. Like, I was just meeting all these YouTubers. So I went over there, and Ed was there, and Nault was there, and Charles Trippy,
Is
and
that
Rhett
your
and
first
Link.
time meeting like
Very
Nault
first
and
time,
Charles
yeah.
Trippy?
Very first time meeting all those people. And at the end of it, like I remember we filmed us eating these sandwiches, and then they gave us like $100 afterwards. And I was like, no way!
Nice.
We just got $100 for eating cheesesteak sandwiches for an Alka-Seltzer thing. So that was the first time I met Ed Bassmaster, and he, he's just kind of been a YouTuber for the last 4 years and has made a ton of funny videos. Anyways, so long story short, he is kind of friends with Sean Penn, the famous actor. And so one day, Ed was in LA, and the reason he became friends with Sean Penn is because Sean Penn's son was watching YouTube and saw Ed Bassmaster's videos and thought he was hilarious and said, Dad, you got to check out this guy's videos. He's so funny. So then Sean Penn checked out Ed Bassmaster's videos and was like, oh, this guy's great, and they become friends and blah, blah, blah. So Ed Bassmaster's in LA, and we end up shooting this video together. We went down to the Santa Monica Pier, and he played this character called Skippy where he has glasses, and
Skippy.
I kind of filmed him, and we did a few things together. Anyway, so the next morning, he's like, hey, do you want to go to breakfast with me to meet Sean Penn? And I was like, sure, that would be interesting.
That would be
That
interesting.
would be sweet. So sure enough, me and Ed and like his mom, we go to the Beverly Hills Hilton to meet Sean Penn and to have breakfast with him. And
so
then
glamorous.
I know.
Your life is
And
amazing.
I'm like, how did I find myself here? I'm like, I'm friends with this dude on YouTube, and then he gets friends with Sean, and then I'm about to have breakfast with him at the Beverly Hills Hilton. This is crazy. And like,
And
what?
oh, I thought you were going into the
Okay,
next part of
so-
the story. I was like,
Okay, so there we are. We're standing there waiting to go into this like breakfast. I don't know. It was like a restaurant at the hotel next to the pool. It was like, it's really nice, obviously. So then here comes walking out a tall, suited, silver-haired man by the name of what's his full name? It's Elder Uchtdorf. Dieter. It's Dieter
F. Uchtdorf.
Dieter F. Uchtdorf. If you don't know who that is, he is one of the. He's in the First Council of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's like meeting the Pope for a Catholic, kind of. He's like one of the main head leaders of our church. And I saw him. I was like, holy crap, I know that guy. And I was like more like, I was more excited to see him than Sean Penn, really. I was like, whoa. And I was like, hey, Elder Uchtdorf. And he like was really polite, him and his wife. I'm like, oh, where are you from? And talk to them. So then the host is like, okay, you can come with me to go sit down with Sean Penn. And I'm sitting there shaking that guy's head. I'm like, this is like, I'm like in the 6th dimension of like weirdness right now. I'm shaking this dude's hand. Yeah. So then we sit down with Sean Penn. There he is talking to like one of the heads of the Haiti outreach program. I don't know. They were talking about how they're going to fix Haiti and all this stuff. And it was interesting. I didn't know what to say. It was like one of those situations where it's like, do you let him do all the talking? Do I try to talk? And then he said, do you guys want anything? And I didn't want to like order breakfast because like they were halfway done with theirs. So I just had a Coke. So Sean Penn bought me a Coke. But then the check came and I'm like, should I pay for my own Coke? Or it's like, he's obviously the rich guy because he's Sean Penn. Does he pay for everything? But it's like, does he get sick of that? You know what I mean? Like, should I pay for my own thing? Because everybody just assumes like, oh, he's Sean Penn, I'll pay everything. Maybe I should just say, no, dude, I got it. But then is that going to insult him? It's like all these things go through your head, right?
I don't know.
Would you think about all that?
I would.
Anyways.
I would be like, crap, what do we do? The check's here.
But he was super nice, super polite. He had eggs Benedict. And then when he was done, I was like, oh, that looks good. He didn't like finish it all. And I was like, do you think Sean Penn would be mad if I asked to have a bite of his eggs Benedict? Because it looks so good.
Like, sure, dude.
Yeah, it's like, you can have your own if you want. No, I'll just have yours, bro. Anyway, so that was that. And then, we left and he was really nice. He was really friendly and it was a great time. So that's the story.
That's the story.
People who I tweeted once because I thought this is like just such a crazy story. It's almost like I can't even tell it. Do you know what I mean? Like someday I'll tell it. So I tweeted that probably like 6 months ago actually, and they just reminded me to tell the story. That's so there's the story of how I met some cool people in the world.
Hey, I think at this point in your life you have a lot of those cool stories.
Yeah,
I would say.
Like the time I met the Dalai Lama.
Or like the time you met me. Oh, awesome.
I was going to marry either you or the Dalai Lama.
Or the Dalai Lama.
I just couldn't decide. Turns out his credit score was low, so I picked you.
I know, darn it. Credit scores will get you.
Why do I always talk about credit? Me and Brett were talking about credit scores on the ride to the airport the other day, and the driver chimed in. We had a big discussion about debt.
Oh, really?
And all this stuff, yeah.
And what did the driver say?
He actually, he was pro and anti-debt. Is that right? Pro anti-debt.
Pro anti-debt.
He had recently gotten out of debt, and he was telling me about this annuity thing I needed to set up with our house. And he's like, you know what you need to do? He's like, you got any real estate? And I was like, he became an expert all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sell.
There's so many.
I used to sell insurance.
So many things you can do.
Anyway, so we had an interesting conversation with the taxi driver about finances.
That's funny. The random things you can talk to strangers about.
Yeah, I know. When the kids go. Okay,
what are you looking for?
I'm looking for our channel to have some comments. All right, so why don't you explain to them what you're shooting with Callie today?
Well, today Callie is here from Singapore. It's so exciting. And we just shot a music video in the studio for Christmas.
Yeah,
we'll be shooting another one.
I saw Russo and Nikki. They said it looks amazing.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's good when it's amazing.
It's so awesome. And we went actually vintage dress shopping because we're going to be filming another video. And we're going to talk about that a lot more in the next podcast.
Yeah, she's going to be our guest in the next podcast.
But as far as what we're doing this weekend, we are leaving to go to Florida.
I am so excited. This is like, do you realize this is the first vacation that we've gone on probably in the last...
Without the kids.
Or probably 2 or 3 years that's not like a work-related thing. You know, like I have to go...
However, it won't be like... Because we are going to see everybody that we work with. Not everybody, but a lot of people that...
But it's not like we have to go for like a deal or to film something or for a meeting or, for something like that. It's like we're literally just going there for leisure. Yeah. We're just going there. We're going to our friend's wedding in Florida. And it's going to be cool, like to see all... I mean, because we've been friends with these people for 4 years.
Fun, and it's a joyous occasion. I mean, they're getting married. Awesome.
Our buddies Phil and Lindsay and Olga and Justine is going to be there, and Charles and Allie. And Allie's family is hilarious. Her mom and dad are crazy. Yeah. So it will be fun had by all. I'm excited.
Way fun. And
speaking of the devil, a son of a monkey, Charles Trippy just text messaged me. I'm going to tell you to learn the device. Well, good looking as you is.
And if you
What
guys,
did I just say?
I don't know. I was gonna say if they haven't seen the proposal video where he proposed to her in Spain, they should.
That's
go
what I
watch
wonder
it.
too. Is how much of their wedding do you think they're gonna put in the vlog?
I don't know. We'll have to. We'll probably have to ask them because we'll obviously have a camera and we'll be vlogging.
I'm not gonna vlog the entire trip. I'm taking 3 days off.
So you're
It's gonna
telling
be a
me I'm
real
gonna be
vacation.
vlogging?
No vlog. Well, it's interesting because Charles, Trippy, and Allie, they've been doing the daily vlogs for about as long as us, and they know about what it's like putting your personal life out there online.
Right.
And so it's, they're close to us because we just know what it's like the daily, putting a video up every single day for almost 3 years now. He just sent me a text message of him and his band, We the Kings.
Oh,
You know what
so
I'm going to
fun.
freaking do right now?
And they're like tour bus? Is that their tour bus?
Yeah, they're on tour right now. Well, they're not on tour, but he just gets different shows that they go to do. My
Wow,
friend,
that's cool.
Charles Trippy, plays bass for We the Kings.
Kings.
And I'm super pumped for him. He's been friends with these guys for a long time. And you know what song by them helps me on my run? Every single time I'm running and this song comes on, I probably run 25% faster.
Really? It is
Yeah.
that's a good running song right there.
I love it. On the beach, dude.
Heck yeah.
I get on like the hard packed sand where the water is and just cruise, baby. Yeah, dude. This is a good tune.
It's a great song.
And then it's surprising how silly it is to think this, but later on in the song, he says, "Run, baby, run." And when he says "run, baby, run," it makes me run faster. Just the simple, like, he's just saying "run, baby, run." And like when I'm running, it makes me run faster.
Makes you run. That's the idea.
Makes sense, right?
Motivation right there.
Anyways.
That is the only way I can get through running is having music.
Music, right.
It's so monotonous.
Exercise is so mental, like running especially.
is.
Like when
spinning.
when I start running
Very
and
mental.
I don't know the path that I'm on, like I went running when I was in Nampa. I just left the hotel and went running. When I don't know the path I'm on, I can't go as far because I start to think like, where am I going? What if I get lost? But like if I know where I'm going and I know my path, I can run a lot longer. Is that
Right.
weird?
No,
I've
it's not
noticed
weird.
that as I'm running. Okay, so what are we gonna get the kids for presents this year? We're not spending
I
that
wasn't
much.
done
This is a
talking
big
about
fight with
Allie's
us.
and Charles' wedding.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about
Can we
it.
talk about her dress?
What I told them we're gonna get him a canoe for their wedding.
A canoe?
What do you get? What should we get him for a Christmas
Do
present?
they want a canoe?
They have this new place that they moved into that has like a lake or something.
We should
And,
get him a canoe. That's awesome.
And I told them I'm gonna get you guys a canoe. Wouldn't it be cool to have a canoe?
Yeah.
Just go canoeing
I
around
want
at
a
night.
canoe.
What if like after you ate dinner, had some ice cream, maybe just go out on the canoe as the sun set? I could go for a canoe ride.
I could go too.
It's peaceful.
I would
right?
go. I would go with you.
What if you canoed? What if you canoed every day for a year? What if you set a personal goal to canoe every day?
Shay, don't set another
What
goal.
the hell are we talking about?
Stop with the goals
I
for
was gonna
5
say,
minutes.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna cut my hair till I run a marathon. Is that ridiculous to say?
Not going to cut your hair or
My
like
hair,
all your hair?
this hair, my long hair on my head.
I didn't think you were going to cut it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I told Carly I'd let him do a makeover on me, so they might be cutting my hair pretty soon.
Makeover. You guys want to shake our makeover?
Makeover. I
That
could just
would be
imagine what
fun.
Carly. I guarantee I'd be coming out of there with a V-neck on. She would
Yeah.
make me wear a V-neck.
You would look really good in a V-neck.
You think?
Yeah.
Want to V it up?
Yes.
There's my V-neck. All right. So I probably will be doing that's going to be on the Mom's View, right? The Hub channel.
Yes.
That's coming out. Do you know when that launches?
It's set to launch December 7th.
December
Is the
7th. Why the
plan.
7th? What's the first video out?
Well, it will probably be our Mom's View first episode.
By the way, if you haven't, flash it up on the screen, Denise Vloggers. The new Mom's
Vloggers.
View channel looks amazing.
Oh, it was so fun. We did this whole photo shoot with the kids.
It's the H&H,
and,
the hotness and hairspray.
Miss Kimmy styled us from the lifestyle vertical at Maker, and she was so good. And we had so many beautiful dresses and makeup.
You
and
had a
so
hard time finding your dress.
I did. I'm really particular about the style of dress that I need, and
Why are you so particular?
because I just am. I am
Because she wants to be modest.
I
That's
like
why.
to be covered.
She doesn't like to show her, like, what? Explain, like, what is your dress? Let's pull it up so we can see What
but
a
it's so
modest dress
glamorous.
is.
It's so pretty.
It's so glamorous.
It was pretty tight. I will admit that. I was in the bathroom wrestling with it to get it on.
You were wrestling
And
with the dress?
I was like, I can't get it on.
Why? 'Cause
I
it was so
almost-
tight?
Yeah, it was
Baby,
really tight.
I told you, if you have a problem like that, you just call
And it's
me,
stretchy.
sucker.
It's
Just
stretchy
call me.
material, so it didn't have a zipper. It was just like, oh, it'll stretch. But I had to stretch it a lot. Oh, well.
It's probably because your butt's so big.
It is rude. Ew.
Your
I'm
butt's
punching
not
my
big
husband
at
right
all.
now.
Ow, stop.
I'm reverting to violence.
I love this picture of Gage. Look how pissed he looks.
I know, it's so
He's
funny.
like,
All the kids were like, what are we doing? And it
It's,
was
like,
perfect because
perfect. And
that's
he's-
kind of what we needed. It's
yeah,
just
he's like
chaos.
playing with a toy, and it looks like it's planned like that. He's like all pissed off. That's so funny.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great channel page. I'm excited to see what the Mom's View has to offer. Yeah, I told Carly and Kaylee and the girls they could give me a makeover, and I'd let them do whatever they want with me.
I'm excited.
But like, there's not much you could change. Like, just cut my hair.
You might be surprised.
No, I cut my hair in new clothes. That's it, right? What else? You're not gonna like wax my eyebrows or anything silly. Maybe just trim up the.
They did that to a
straighten the
couple other
lines.
gentlemen. They did.
I guess my eyebrows could
makeovers
use a
on.
little waxing, a little wax,
Let me look
waxy.
at you. Let me look.
What?
Maybe a spray tan.
Like the middle. I think the middle's getting a little foresty up there. All right. So we haven't decided what we're gonna get. Are we talking about Charles and Trippy's? Charles and
Trippies.
Charles and Allie's.
What we're gonna
wedding
get them
still?
for a wedding present? Oh, I just
Technology,
can't. Every
what do
time
you
I think
get?
about their wedding, all I can think of is seeing her in her dress.
She got
She got
I
a
was
Vera
watching-
Wang.
She did. How much is that gonna?
I'm not
How
gonna
much is
say.
that? Do
She
you
would
know?
not appreciate. Yes, I do.
Is that tacky?
Yes, very tacky.
Dude, that's nice. That's something you keep forever.
Yeah,
Where do you still? You
it's
have
like
your
an
dress, right?
heirloom. It's like your wedding ring. It's like gonna be passed down.
But like,
after you,
that's the problem. Like, what if they're out of style though? Because then your
Vera
daughter
Wangs
wouldn't
do
wanna wear it.
not go out of style.
Oh,
Trust me.
well then. Sorry, Vera. Where's your wedding dress?
My wedding dress is at our house in Idaho.
Is it? I would like
And
to see you put
I
that
would
baby back on.
I would love to try to
You
fit
can
into
fit
it.
You totally fit into it.
I don't know.
You should go get it, and I'll chase you around the
It's
house
like
like
a
we
size
used
2 or 4 or something.
to.
Ouch.
I don't even know what that means. What did I wear for our wedding? Did I rent a tux? Did I just
Yes.
have a suit?
Yeah, you rented with the white. You had like a white tie or white
Oh yeah, I remember.
with the white vest,
That
right?
was
It was all
sweet.
white.
Yeah, I remember.
We do have pictures, and I've lost some of them. It's just killing me.
I just brought those. We need to print those off. I just brought them from home. Those last ones that
Yeah,
we brought.
you-
Let's scan those.
See, I actually went through our collection
She went through our collection
and picked out the best ones and put them in an envelope to bring here.
and lost
because
the
I was
envelope.
going to make copies and stuff like that. And I can't find the envelope anywhere. So the pictures you have are my second choices,
That
but
sucks.
they'll still work.
And it's sad that I've also lost my keys recently.
Yeah.
Ah,
What happens to things?
where do they go? Okay, so I don't want to get the kids very much for Christmas this year. I think like just the trip
Well,
to
Santa
Idaho.
gets them enough.
Huh?
Santa gets them quite a bit.
Let's say Santa gets them. We'll tell Santa get them one present, and then they get one present from us. Like we'll get them like 2 nice presents.
And then
Seriously,
a couple little things.
like why though? Like do
Because
you think?
it's fun.
I know, but like think of how much stuff is in the kids' room on the floor
know, but
right
I
now
want
at
you to-
this moment.
I want you to look back on your childhood
okay,
and
but-
look at Christmas morning.
You have to promise me then that you will take a full sack of toys out of that house,
Oh, that won't
to
be a
the DI.
problem. That won't
or
be a
like
problem.
to take them to charity or somewhere. Honey, it's just like they have so much crap. They still play with it though.
Oh, I know. Half of it's broken.
I know. So why are we going to buy them more crap that are going to break and throw on the floor? Let's teach them a lesson.
Well, if we get them, I mean, yeah, they're not going to treat them awesome like all kids do. Like, who treats their toys really awesome? I did.
I'd say we
Callie
give
and I
them
were talking about that.
2
We
good
took
presents.
such good care of our toys when we were
I'm
little.
sure, whatever.
We
You
did.
just say that.
We still have half of them.
What do you mean you
in a
took
box.
such? You didn't ever throw them on the floor?
Well, I'm sure we did.
Right.
But like my doll's hair looks the same as it did when I took her out of the box.
She takes pride in the pristineness of her
do.
old dolls.
But anyways, I think that
Let's do that.
it's good to get them. We'll get them cheap toys, and then we won't care if they get broken.
No, let's go get some of your old dolls and give those them.
Oh, heck no.
Like an heirloom, like a Vera Wang.
If I watch
Like, we'll
them
pass it
treat
down.
my old dolls like they treat their dolls right now, I would be like, you don't respect my things. You don't respect anything.
You probably would cry too if they ruined those old dolls.
would.
Where are those old dolls?
They're actually at home in Idaho.
She has them all set up at a tea party
I
somewhere
have a
right now. I
huge
bet.
tote that is like keepsakes, and it is ridiculous. I recently went through it and got rid of some stuff, but there's so many things that I still couldn't part with. So I have a huge tote full.
At what
of
point
things.
do you think, when will I ever need all this worthless
I
junk?
don't. It's so
You
ridiculous.
don't. That's and I see that.
But
movie
the thing
Hoarder,
is,
the
I have
show
a hard
Hoarders.
time getting rid of them because a lot of things are things that my mom made or things that were passed down from her. So it's like I'm still holding on to
Yeah,
that.
those are good things to keep.
But it's like just sitting. It's a box sitting there. It's like, when am I going to get that out?
Well, just like when your grandma died and your dad was like, really shows you that you accumulate a bunch of crap when you. What did he say? Remember
I
that?
don't remember exactly, but he
It's
did.
just like you know, your dad. And it's like you have all this junk that you've been saving all your life. It's
You
like,
gotta
why? Like,
filter
what do
through
you?
it all.
Yeah, and it's like you just pass it on. Like, here's all this junk I've been saving all my life. Now you should save it to pass on to somebody else to save all that other junk. I don't know. It's not all junk, but important things. That you got to make. You got to. Yeah, some things you got to be able to say that I'm never going to use again. Like I have like old things like that, like old rollerblade pictures, like old,
Really?
like little old rollerblade tools. I'm like, oh, that was my first rollerblade tool that I got for my rollerblade.
And you hold on to that?
Little, I mean, it's like a little Allen wrench, you know. But I have like 800 Allen wrenches, but I just want to like keep that one because it's like
Shay
special.
holds on to Allen wrenches, guys.
Because I used to tighten my rollerblade wheels with it.
That's funny.
Good old Rosies. Me and my buddies used to have these rollerblades. We got all the same. All of us got the same rollerblades, and they all came with these dog tags that said Rosies on them. So we'd all wear these
So
Rosies,
cool.
and we'd be Rosies bros. And we'd be
Rosie's
like,
bros.
the few,
Yo,
the
yo.
proud, the shiz. That was like our saying. We were like seniors in high school.
You
And-
did that when you were seniors?
Yeah, well, we were like this little band of extreme dudes. Like we were like the Point Break guys. Like we.
So who was it? You?
It was me,
Derek?
Derek, and I don't know. I think those were like the three main Rosies bros. I don't know if Andy had one or not. But every time we'd like want to do something like crazy, like jump off Derek's roof into the pool, we'd be like, Rosies bros, and we'd do like flips. Because we were like crazy.
That's
Like
so
we'd go
cute.
skiing and rock
You're
climbing.
so cute, Shay.
It was dumb. We'd like Rosies for life.
Oh,
And we'd go to this half pipe and rollerblade all day, every day.
that's funny.
Like I'll never forget my Rosies bros.
My friends and I had an Earth Savers Club.
What's that?
An Earth Savers
I didn't
Club.
know about this.
Yeah. We saved the Earth. And we didn't really do anything. It was just,
Did you pick up litter or something?
yeah. We
Wait,
like,
so you guys came up with this on your own?
yeah.
How
it was
old were
the
you?
Earth Savers.
How old were you?
Junior high sometime.
Did you have stickers?
We
Did you
like,
have logos? Did you have any logos? Earth Savers logos?
We had pretend logos.
And what you just go walking around picking up trash? That's all you
Picking
do?
up trash, and we would have meetings, and we had a president.
Who was the president?
And I think it was my friend Megan.
I'm disappointed. Why weren't you the president? You should have been the president of the Earth
Because,
Savers Club.
babe, I'm so busy.
You're busy saving
I spread
the Earth.
myself every.
What were
I
you
spread
like?
myself
What were
around.
you doing? What was your calling in the Earth Savers Club?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
All right.
was fun, though.
Well, that wraps up today's podcast where we.
Oh, that's it
We're
already?
super boring and talked about absolutely nothing. I hope you didn't download this and listen to it. What a waste of
Oh
time.
man, we're so sorry.
Oh, we need more? A little bit more? Okay, let's talk about some more pointless crap.
Let's think about like a really important topic to talk for the last 2 minutes.
This is so incredibly
What could we talk
stupid
about that
and
is
boring.
so
Why are you
vital
listening
to these people's ears that they need to hear it?
Let's talk about the economy.
That's not.
What's going to
That
happen in the economy? So let's talk about this. Here's an important issue. Our landlord is coming over tomorrow.
Oh no.
And there's this little area in our house that we're renting that above the garage, there's this little
It's like a loft,
it's
a
like
little
a
nook.
loft. It's like a little nook. And I have taken upon myself to make it my little area.
It's his office.
It's like my office away from all of the chaos. I can go out into
It's
the
like
garage.
the rule is the kids can't go up there.
Yeah, I don't let
He
the
just
kids go
sits.
there. I just go up there. I
There's
take
his
my
little
computer up
computer.
there. I chill. I drink my coconut water, and I have some peace and quiet. And So people have drawn some things up there, like some pictures. I let the kids were
It's
up there
just
one
like
night.
it's like an attic.
It's
so
like an
pretty
attic, and there's
trashed
like old paint
already.
cans and like old tile and stuff. It's pretty trash. So like the couple times that I have let the kids up there, I've let them draw on the ceiling,
Like with a magic
with
marker.
a magic marker. And Princess Tard wrote it so cute. I love you, Mom and Dad.
But wasn't there something already written on it?
No, I don't know how it started. Anyways, so now up in this like loft area, we have like all these like things and stuff written on the ceiling, and
Yeah,
our
with a
landlord
ton of things.
is coming over.
almost
He
like
sent
he
me an email.
graffitied it.
I know it looks like there's graffiti in there, but it
So-
looks nicer because I've kind of cleaned it up because I bought a carpet from IKEA, like a blue carpet, which I vacuumed this morning, by the way. I took the vacuum up there and vacuumed it. So I have like these camp chairs, like these old fold-out chairs, and like I'll show you a picture I'll send Denise a picture.
So you're worried that
So I'm worried he's gonna be pissed at me. Like, why did
So
you
mad.
draw in here? Like, why'd you let your kids draw on the walls? So I'm thinking, should I go like get some paint? Because it's like, if I painted over it, it'd look ridiculous. Because the wood is like, it's like unfinished. It's just like
Yeah.
wood. So I'm like wondering what he's gonna say when he comes and sees all these drawings up there. If I'm like,
well,
if he's gonna say,
if
I don't want you to
my
come up in
opinion,
here.
I feel like it's so trashed up there. It only makes it look better.
Yeah, it's kind of gives it some character,
Yeah.
right? So I was up
And
there
there's
this
like
morning.
mice holes because there's mice.
Yeah, there's
in our
mice. And
house.
see that's what I don't like, honey. That's why after this lease is up, we got to buy a house because I hate having that feeling of like, oh
Yeah.
crap, I'm gonna be in trouble because the
We're gonna be in
landlord's coming
trouble.
over.
Or it's like we have tons of stuff that we could do to fix it.
I know I want
but-
to like do stuff to it, but we don't own the house. That's a problem, and that's what's hard because how long have we lived in a house that we've owned now?
Since
Like since we first
Like,
got married,
yeah.
basically. We haven't rented.
we bought a house just
For the last
only
probably-
a couple years
yeah.
after we got married,
Well,
and
I
we've
guess 'cause-
lived in our own house.
For the majority of our marriage, for I'd say a solid 7 years, we've lived in a house that we've owned, and we can just do whatever we want because it's our house.
Yeah.
Well, so now that we're renting this house in LA, it's like I hate that feeling of like, oh crap, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I was up there this morning like cleaning it all up, which it needed it anyways. Like after I was
Yeah.
done, I was like, yeah, this looks really nice up here. I'm glad I cleaned it up. But I'm like afraid he's gonna come like yell at me, and I hate that feeling like that I could be in trouble from this guy. That's why I hate being in debt so much because I hate the feeling of like, well, somebody's gonna be mad at me because they're in charge.
Right.
So that's why I offered to buy the house from him, but
Well,
he doesn't want to sell it to us yet.
we hope that works out. We'll let you know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll let you
I'm
know.
sure we'll. What is Callie wearing the dress that she's gonna wear in the? Oh, it's like an old pilgrim dress. What?
I love it. It's vintage. We need to wrap up. It's time to go, guys.
She's tapping me under the table.
I'm like, we have to
you can
go.
just say it, babe.
I keep getting everybody in the
not-
back going.
Oh, I didn't see him. Are you telling us to wrap it up? You just wrap it up whenever. All right. So I'm a loser. My landlord's gonna come yell at me because I drew pictures on our freaking attic roof. Thanks for listening
You
to
might be
this stupid
surprised.
podcast. Tune in next time. Bye.
Love you.
Thanks for watching.